You won't believe what's landing on our desks today. The nest is absolutely buzzing, and the future of our defensive empire is on the line right now. What I'm about to reveal could drastically shift the power balance in the NFC West and determine if we can keep this dynasty alive. We're talking chess moves and potential betrayals brewing behind the scenes that'll leave you breathless. So grab a coffee, hit that like button, and let's dive into the news. Also, make sure to subscribe. We're pushing for 1,000 subs to keep the 12th man's voice loud and proud. Just picture the scene. You've just climbed the mountain. That Super Bowl ring is gleaming on your finger, and the 206 is still throwing the party of the century. The vibes are immaculate, but inside the VMAC, the grind never stops. While we're out here celebrating, a massive shadow is starting to loom over our secondary, and that shadow is named Tariq Woolen. Our guy Rick, that 6'4" freak of nature who patrols the deep ball with track star speed, is about to hit the open market. What's being whispered in the league circles is enough to make any die-hard fan feel sick. There's real, aggressive interest coming straight from our most hated rival, the San Francisco 49ers. Heavy hitters over at The Athletic, like Matt Barrows and Victor Four, are confirming that league execs and coaches basically see it as a done deal that if the Hawks don't open the checkbook right now, the Niners are going to pounce. They finished last season with a bottom-tier pass defense, ranked 25th in the league, and they see Woolen as the missing piece to knock us off our throne. This is straight-up psychological warfare. They don't just want to get better. They want to gut our defense by stealing a cornerstone of Mike Macdonald's scheme. Woolen is only 27 and has been a model of consistency. He isn't just an athletic profile. He's a playmaker who showed he belongs in the elite tier from the moment he stepped on the field as a rookie and started racking up picks. Last season he logged 41 tackles and 12 pass breakups, providing the kind of lockdown coverage every defensive coordinator dreams about at night. His market value is sky high, projected at around $76 million over 4 years. But San Francisco is desperate to move on from Renardo Green. Seeing Rick in that red and gold would be an absolute dagger to the heart of the 12th man. The front office is staring down a dangerous financial crossroads. Keeping a talent like this requires a massive sacrifice against the cap. But letting him walk for free to a direct rival is a strategic nightmare that could haunt us every time we play them. The tension is palpable because the league knows how rare it is to find corners with that length and speed. And if you think this is the only headache John Schneider is dealing with this offseason, buckle up, because what's happening with our pass rush is even more wild. While we're still trying to wrap our heads around a potential Woolen betrayal, a silent bomb just dropped on our defensive line. And this one hurts because of the hype we all had. Remember Boy Mafe? That monster who looked untouchable in 2023 when he set the franchise record with sacks in 7 straight games? Well, life comes at you fast in the NFL, and it's a cold world if you don't keep up the production. The word behind the curtain is that Mafe effectively has 1 foot out of Seattle. His drop-off was staggering, falling from 9 sacks to just 2 in the 2025 regular season. Even with a ring, he just didn't seem to find his groove in Macdonald's system. John Schneider's math is heartless, and there's no room for nostalgia. We're looking at roughly $61.8 million in cap space. But the numbers just don't add up for the long term. Spotrac has Mafe's market value at over $12 million a year. Now, think about that for a second. Is it worth paying that kind of cash for a guy who's become the 4th man in a 4-man rotation? The front office seems to be leaning toward a hard no. Big-time extensions for Jackson Smith-Njigba and Devin Witherspoon are looming in 2027, and suddenly Mafe looks like the odd man out in this high-stakes puzzle. The analysts over at Sports Illustrated didn't mince words. Mafe isn't a game-changer on his own. He faded into the background, while vets like DeMarcus Lawrence, who everyone thought was washed when he left Dallas, came in and absolutely ran the show with 6 sacks and veteran leadership. Macdonald's scheme is all about versatility and bang for your buck, and that's where the story gets even crazier. While Mafe is looking for a payday, we got guys like Jamie Sheriff popping up. The guy was literally delivering beer in Mississippi before coming here and hunting QBs for a fraction of the cost. It's the ultimate next man up philosophy. Seeing Mafe potentially head to Baltimore or another suitor is just the price of maintaining a defense that only gave up 17 points a game. But wait, because the news about our upcoming draft is even more insane. If you think the Mafe exit and the Woolen drama are the only moving parts on John Schneider's board, take a deep breath, because what's brewing for the draft is going to blow your mind. The massive success of Nick Emenwari last season, that Swiss Army knife safety who put up 81 tackles on the way to a title, has opened a door to a connection that could lock down our secondary for the next decade. The name on everyone's lips is Brandon Cisse. He's a 20-year-old corner out of South Carolina, and he isn't just another prospect. He's the perfect partner in crime that destiny is handing to us. The energy in Seattle during the NFC Championship win over the Rams was where Cisse really felt what it means to be a Hawk. He was right there in the stands, watching his buddy Nick ball out and feeling the ground shake from the 12th man. At the Indy Combine, he didn't play shy. He's been in constant contact with Emenwari and has already been grinding tape on our defense. This kid is bleeding Seahawks blue before he even puts on the jersey. And then he went out and put up numbers in the physical drills that left scouts floored. Field Yates at ESPN called it early, saying his athleticism was explosive, but nobody expected a 41-inch vertical and a broad jump nearly 11 feet long. He's a physical freak, a chess piece that fits perfectly into Mike McDonald's aggressive identity. Lance Zierlein mentioned that while he needs some technical seasoning, his work ethic and ceiling are pure first-round material. We only have 4 picks in this draft, which means we cannot afford to miss. Betting on Cisse is about more than just raw talent. It's about identity. He's an elite run supporter and has that twitchy versatility McDonald craves. Imagine having 2 guys who have known each other since high school patrolling the back end, playing with the kind of chemistry that money can't buy. Nick Emenwari is definitely already in the building making the case for his guy. If Schneider pulls the trigger, we aren't just filling holes. We're taking this defense to a historic level. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we need a reality check on what this actually means for our future. We're at a turning point where every move from Schneider and McDonald defines our window for a repeat. Losing Woolen to a rival would be a bitter pill to swallow, and seeing Mafe move on proves this system has no room for a slump. However, the potential of Brandon Cisse brings that shot of adrenaline that only the draft can provide. It's the perfect clash between cold business and the hunt for another trophy. What would you do if you were running the show? Would you pay up to keep Woolen or put all your chips on the new kid? Drop a comment below, smash that like button, and subscribe to the channel.